Hi guys, welcome to Reality React channel. In this channel, we watch reality TV shows to recap, review, and for the fun of it. And today I'll be recapping Makoti Are You the One? Tell All Part 2. And the focus was on Zizo and Paula. Were the first couple for this second part. And like Konko compliments Zizo on how she looks now, how she's glowing with the coming back from the trip and stuff like that. And then they're just appreciating each other and stuff like that. And then they also address the fact that we all saw that Paula's mom was busy. Like it looked like she's not sure about how she feels. And then she tells us that part of the reasons why she was like that, trying to push Zizo to the just to push her around and stuff like that, and then partly offering her that cleaning up of the garage that people think that is cute, and she's trying to teach her the ropes of managing the business, yet she went to the customers alone. And then she's just saying that she was just trying to show her side to see how does she react. And now they bring that DNA issue that I said that it's not going to look good for this guy, because finding out through a TV show that your partner that you are now married to has done a DNA test and stuff like this, how does he feel about it? And how does she feel about it? And Zizo is such a calmer person. She's calm, she's all of that. At one point she looked like she was about to cry, or maybe she was just tired because her eyes were red. And then she's like, like we spoke about it, her fiance or husband also said the same thing, that they are still dealing with this issue. And he's trying to say that he's not defending himself, but he's actually defending himself. The fact that he did a DNA test because the child looked like my friend, the child did not look like him. And like Congo tries to make him see that, what, children will not look the same as you. It's not like a photocopy. A womb does not work like that. It's not a photocopying machine. Sometimes the child would not look like you. The child will look like more like the mother. And sometimes as they grow, because how are you looking at the child on the first day and be thinking, this is possibly not my child? So it means that he didn't trust her. And I wonder why, because he's not even leading us to say what exactly. He's just saying, you know what, when you meet someone like Zizo who loves you like that, so is there something wrong with how he loves her? Like, I just want to understand. Like, I know that sometimes fathers have trust issues, but like, tell us what led to the trust issue. Not like, I just felt like the child could possibly not be mine. Why? Did she cheat? Did you see her with someone else that you felt like they look like they are more compatible than me and my partner? So it feels like, you're just uncomfortable in your shoes as a man or in that relationship. Anyway, his aunt tries and defend him when Sister Skazizo tries to tells him and his mom that, you know what, you guys were wrong. You needed the consent from the mother. The aunt is making a valid point, but I'm also just going, you're just defending your nephew. But she is saying that, you know what, if Paula did a DNA and let Zizo on the day the child was born, that, you know what, I feel like we need to test this child. Zizo was going to be offended, and it could have led to a lot of things that you experience, like post natal depression, like those type of things. Like, yeah, but I get her, but I'm just like, you know what? You need to also tell your nephew that you were wrong. And also she's trying to say, do not dwell into it. And I'm like, it's not like they're dwelling into it, but this thing had to be dealt with because we were shown on the show. Even though sometimes I feel like they dwell and dwell, even on the part where people have forgiven each other and have moved on, like that auntie Kwakama Gengenen. They had forgiven each other, they had moved on, they have made up, but they still took the center stage, the welcoming thing that had happened. And also, so now there's Zizo's brother also sitting there telling us that, you know what, they are saying, Bomalume in the Eastern Cape are saying that they don't like the fact that you made their child Kotiza before you could pay Lobola. So there will be a fine when you go back to finish the Lobola, because the Lobola is not really finished. But he went the family to let them know. I think he tried to do that covering, maybe when they finished the show he sent the letter, which is a good thing if you want to do this route, because also the mother is saying that, you know what, Makoti, are you the one who worked out for them? Because now her and Zizo have gotten to know each other. She now is able to make jokes with her mother-in-law and saying that, where is the mother of the Nongroi, and they laugh about it, and things are moving very nicely for them, and we are happy for them, because why else would we not be happy about? Because I mean, like, if Paula's mom feels like her and Zizo are now in good position, in good standing, who are we to judge? So I'm happy for them, actually. And also I like the fact that, Upola is that type of guy that will stand in for his partner. He doesn't let his mom walk all over him and stuff, walk all over his partner, and he keeps quiet, even though the mother said the DNA was a joke from her mother-in-law. Even when she had twins, the mother-in-law will joke, but I feel like she's just making excuses. There's nothing more to it. She's making excuses, and I like that Ulasi called her to order to say, but we do not know that, grandmother. We know you and we heard what you said. And I'm like, good. She needs to be reminded that what she did is not right, no matter what. So I like that Lassie told her that, no, mama, you cannot move around acting like things are okay when you know that things are not okay. Zizo's, when people were allowed to add opinions, Umalumeka Pindile stands up and say that they need to apologize about the DNA without holding back, because all the time that when they try and apologize, because even when Paula tried to apologize, he was apologizing, but you can see that it's not only an apology, it's also I need to defend myself type of thing. So he's trying to show them that, guys, you need to apologize without holding back. Say I am sorry of how I made you feel. And that's why I'm saying that lady even looked like she was crying because of this whole situation. So hey, we moved to the one that took part of the show, like almost half of it. Guys, the Matlailas that family is weird. That family, they are not scared to say the F-bombs. They just put them everywhere all the time. We hear to, and I'm just like, eh. So the Matlailas, right? They coming in with the uncle. The daughters are not there. The sister-in-law, Tamara, are not there because they are writing an exam according to their mother. But Bianca, Tamara's sister, is like, hold on, you are hiding your monsters. Your monsters are not here, not because of the exam. Your monsters are not here because you are hiding them at home. And also, guys, the F-bombs that this family throws around, I don't know. I don't know where they get that from, but I like that Bianca is trying to hold this mother accountable, or just insulting her because she's angry of how they treated her sister. And also her sister had to lie in hospital immediately 2 weeks after shooting this show. So it means that the mother-in-law and her kids caused this issue that Tamara had, where she had a minor stroke. So those type of things, I just feel like this is part of the reasons why they are angry. And I feel like I'm making excuses for Bianca and Tamara, the way they behave, the whole thing, because I'm just like, you don't behave like that. Even though Tamara, well, at the beginning, she was trying to hold her sister back to say, don't point at an elder. And also, when they were trying to do the back and forth around why the kids are not there, Tamara said, it's okay, they are not here. Let's move past it. The only person I want to focus on is my mother-in-law. I was not there for those girls. I was there for my mother-in-law. And then, when they are busy arguing about this whole thing, about how they treated Tamara and all of these things, and the mother-in-law, yo guys, the mother-in-law was tongue tied. I think she was just shocked. At one point, she was even telling Bianca that I do not even know you. You are not my Makoti, and I don't understand why you are here. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't even know her? She told you before that she's Bianca Samuel's sister of Tamara, and even if she didn't tell you, you already know that. And we finally got to the point where she's actually pointing out why she doesn't like this lady. Right? It's because this lady has 3 kids, and she feels like she is letting Udemi City is letting Udemi go, while Udemi only has 1 child. Remember, Udemi has 2 kids now. She has Twanelo and another child, a little one. And she's busy comparing the kids to say, hey, last born Tamara is the same age as your firstborn and whatnot. And I'm just like, these mad tendencies of trying to control their sons, it's not right, guys. They need to grow, not really grow up. They need to understand that City has chosen his partner. City has decided that he wants this lady. All you have to do as a parent is sit there, hold the space for your child. Should they get hurt, then you will be like, you know what, I am so sorry, my child, you can come back home, or we can try to do whatever. And that's what most of the women there were saying. That, you know what, guys, even if even Paula's mom told her that you need to hold space, I also feel like you are overly protective of your son, and we get where you are coming from, but you need to hold space and understand that you cannot choose a partner for him. Even Malume told her that, you know what, even if this guy City, your child, was to date someone or marry someone that has 8 kids, your only thing was to support him and stand on his side and welcome him home when things are hectic, because that's what it is. And Malume Kapindile is always saying the right things, eh? Because he's telling them that, you know what, whatever you guys are doing here, you are destroying a family structure. This thing of swearing, I don't think, I'm sure in his head is thinking, this Bianca lady was not even supposed to be there. This is why people, when we get married, they tell us that you need to let go of your single people. Single people, you shouldn't be mingling with them, you shouldn't be listening to them because they will ruin your marriage. This is what they are referring to. Umalume says that they need therapy, they need healing, and me, I am saying I am sending healing for them, because this can't be it. And they were not acting, because both the women, the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, were almost in tears at one point because of this whole thing. You see? And we are going in that direction of where cast of a reality show are going to say, am I the director? Did I do anything? Because when Lassie asked her that, you know what, Mama, when Demi showed up, you were smiling from ear to ear. We could even see your back tooth. That's how excited you were. And then she's like, yeah, I was excited because I was seeing my daughter, my daughter, my granddaughter. And I'm like, but she stays with the granddaughter, doesn't she? She stays with the granddaughter, right? And also, guys, we need to talk about the fact that our parents sometimes don't move on when we move on from our exes. They want to hold on to them. I don't know if they are holding on to these people so that at one point they think that we'll get back with our exes, and then we will be happier. Because it seems like this mother wants Demi and City to get back together. That's what she was saying, that, you know what, Tamara has 3 kids, and then. And then that's what Lassie made her say that, you know what, Mama, you cannot be saying you want your relationship with your son to work out, yet you are busy saying wrong things about the current partner that he has, and you are busy criticizing him about the whole thing. And guys, it was so difficult. Even the Malume couldn't say much. Even their mother couldn't say much because Tamara, Siti, and Bianca were like up to here with the mother-in-law. They were tired. They were like, we need to tell her where to get off. We need to tell her that what she did was wrong. We need to tell her. And I feel like it all makes sense. She needed to be told. She needed to hear those things that she did was wrong. But there's a way in which you talk to people so that they can hear you. Because I understand wanting to defend your sister, but what positive thing came out of that? The only thing that came out of that is that they were all angry. They didn't resolve anything. For me, I feel like you can defend your sister without shouting. You can defend your sister without... Okay, that's how they speak. Because even Lassie said, this is how they speak at their homes. So we can't be like, you cannot talk like that because it's not our thing, right? So we get it. But there's a way in which you talk. The moment someone raises their voice, the moment someone throws a lot of F-bombs, swear words in there, I'm sure a lot of people just, disconnects. I was so uncomfortable when I watched it for the first time, that's the whole scene. Because I was just like, why is Lassie just sitting there? And then she said, maybe that's how they speak in their home. When Bridget's partner decided, you know what, let me hoy in my point of... So this is why I'm saying that I think Temba is so backward and this is 2025 shame. But, yeah, Temba points it out that to his co-star to say, you know what, my friend, in this life, you will always need your mother or want your mother, or it's best to have a relationship with your mother. And no matter what happens, you can always go back to her, and this is your mom. And the mother was agreeing. Yes, smiling as well, because someone was at least on her side. While everyone was telling her that she was wrong, she was busy sitting there sulking like a child. And you know what? Bianca, I like the fact that she also told her that, you see, those kids, they got it from you. Someone needs to tell this mother. Because I'm sure City is tired. And you see this thing of us when we are with our partners, we busy making our families pillow talk. Because Tamara went into that show knowing very well what type of a mother this mother is, because and how she treats City, and she probably had a strategy which I don't think worked, because all the time she was just always triggering the mother-in-law and all of that. And then when the Demi issue was brought up, and you could see Tamara is actually really angry. And guys, we are seeing that DNA thing again, where these people are not sure. Like, men, sometimes they are very funny. Because why is Tamara believing that storyline of saying that Demi's child, Twanelo, might not be might not be City's baby? Guys, I feel like men always make these excuses, and a lot of women always believe them. Like, it's not your place, Tamara, to determine whether this partner has a child that belongs to him or not. And all of this, and there's a court case going on actually around City and Demi, because Demi and it's City's mom are blocking City from seeing his baby because he's with Tamara, and they think Tamara is going to kill Chanelo. Guys, they deserve their own reality show, eh? Like, we need to focus just on them to see how not to relate to your in-laws, and maybe... I don't think something is wrong with their relationship, actually. I don't think anything is wrong. I think they are just too happy, because at one point when they were talking, she tried to she grabbed the kiss from him and say, Yena, she will never break up with him. She will not do the same thing that has happened in the previous relationship, where she was with these people who are drunkards. And then the mother-in-law is like, don't call them out their names. They are also people. But she calls Tamara names. True. and she doesn't care about city. Because how do you like try and how do you go around with the baby mama of your child, and then you fight your own child because she is with a partner that you do not like? What that mother? Yo, I wonder if family counseling will work, because now whatever she had sold the car for so that City could get stuff to do, maybe it was for school or for whatever. Now he's being reminded that, you know what, now I love you so much. I have loved you even before you met Tamara. And City reminds her that, you know what, Mama, you can love me to the moon and back, but you will never make love to me. I'm like, yeah, ne? Some people, guys, they are very free, hey? Some in these families, people are very free, because I don't. And then I wanted to go on to that director thing. I feel like I'm all over the place because I am shocked, because I cannot believe that they really showed us that. That's like they could, if Bianca had a chance, she would have strangled that mother, beat her up, because she said, you are not gonna do what you did to my sister to me. I am gonna show you I'm Bianca Samuels. And I'm like, they are ready to fight these ladies. They are standing on business, on that stereotypical things that we say about colored women. Because, like, what was that? What was this? What is happening? Where are we? Because it's not normal. Their behavior was not normal. And I think this is why that guy is suggesting that they deserve to go on therapy. And I hope someone does a friendly one, with not a friendly one, give them a free, at least 10 counseling sessions, and then take it from there. And then everyone can decide to go to therapy on their own. Because as she's talking, and also we also find out that the mother-in-law that's complaining about Tamara dating her son when she has 3 kids is actually dating someone as well, and she has 5 kids. Where are the other children? And how old are they? I just want to know, because we only met 3. Why couldn't we see the other 2? What happened to them? And Tamara says that, you know what? This thing of your in-laws knowing too much about you is not right. Because Tamara now is busy telling her mother-in-law that, when you are busy telling me I can't do this, I can't do that, yet you are in a relationship with someone, and now he has to be a step parent to your kids. But I'm like, this mother's kids are old. It's not the same. It's not the same. And also, they are forgetting to address that elephant in the room, that Tamara is not raising her own kids. So I wonder what interaction is City going to have with those kids, unless if they decide to take her kids and, raise them together or something. If that doesn't happen, then what are we going to do? Nothing. All this commotion for nothing. Because Tamara is going to teach those kids, and they are going to grow up with those resentment that people who were raised by other people while their parents were alive feel. You see. So going forward, we are finding out that the couple, Tamara and City, are planning on getting an engagement, re-engaging again, because they were engaged before. Now the engagement, they I guess that's when they broke up the other time. They said they broke up, I guess, and now they need to redo it again. And with regards to lobola, Tamara does not want it. She feels like it's a sales. They are selling her, and also her dad does not want it. But her mom's side of the family, that's the one that's closer. They feel like it should be done, because they want to respect amasiko and stuff like that. And also, what else? When okay, you know what, guys? I feel like a lot happened. City even asked that, can his uncle say something, and that's when he mentioned that 8 kids thing. Yeah, that's it. That's their relationship. That's how it ended. And also she says, when with regards to the engagement, she wants the family to be there, and she also wants them to like observe. She even wants the Mamazala to be there, and Mamazala is busy rolling her eyes. Yo guys, those kids, Ipileng and the other sister, older sister, they got it from her. That behavior, they got it from her. Because tell me why she's rolling eyes when she knows that the cameras are there. So I'm sure we are going to see this couple again on Ganel, because that's the progressive nature of this show. And I wonder who else is gonna come for drama. I think we are going to see Temba and her partner and Bridget, and then we are going to see Hindile and Temba again. Because I feel like the Paula and Zizo, there's no drama there. The only issue that we had was the DNA, which is a serious thing if you ask me. But I don't think that it's good enough drama. Unless if that issue of the family that felt excluded or that felt disrespected when Paula decided to do this show without asking for proper um without asking access to from Obama Lume, because I feel like sometimes she did ask her mother, right? But you know they override those type of things once they watch the show, because that's what Zizo's Paula's mom said, that you know what, I think this family got angered by watching the show, so that's why they are angry now, and that's why they will find us an extra cow, because that's what happens. Thank you guys for watching this recap, and see you guys in the next one. Please like the video, comment on it, and subscribe on the channel.